Ahmed, thanks for joining me on UpFront. You were arrested on Monday, and by Wednesday, you were this global celebrity. You were the most talked about teenager in America. What's that like?
It's really amazing how quick stuff can go down.
And do you think that was because of what happened on Twitter and Facebook? Everyone tweeting, "I stand with Ahmed." Was that the cause of all your support?
Yes, it was all thanks to my internet family.
Your internet family. And is it true that before this, you didn't even have a Twitter account or a Facebook account?
I had a Facebook account, but not Twitter and not Instagram.
Well, everyone knows you now on all of those places. Ahmed, let me ask you about what happened to you this week. Why do you think your teachers, who knew you were this great student, why do you think they reacted the way they did when they saw this clock that you had made at home? Why did they assume it was a hoax bomb?
Because I'm Muslim.
Because you're Muslim? Why do you think that?
There's a lot of stereotypes for people who are foreigners and they have Muslim names, well, not specifically Muslim names, but names mainly in Islam.
So you don't think that would have happened to one of your classmates had they brought a clock into school?
No, this wouldn't happen to any of my classmates.
You're sure of that?
Yes.
Why do you think the police officer said to you when he saw you, I believe one of the 4 police officers, he said, he looked at you and he said, "That's who I thought it was"?
Yes. I think it was because of my race and because of where I'm from and because of my name.
And how does that make you feel?
It makes me feel different, like I didn't belong there, and it made me feel like I was a threat to them.
And obviously you're not a threat to them. You're a 14-year-old boy. Do you think the school or the police should apologize to you, say sorry for what happened?
Yes, they should apologize, but there is no apology at the moment.
Okay, well, let's see if that changes given all the attention you've had. On Wednesday, you went on Twitter and you thanked people for their support, for the I Stand With Ahmed hashtag. You said, "I really didn't think people would care about a Muslim boy." Have you changed your view now? You seem to have been quite shocked, but now you know that actually people out there do care about Muslim boys like you.
Yeah, they actually do care, but not just because I'm a Muslim boy. For every person who's different, and it's not just Muslims who go through this. It's other religions that. It's all religions. We're all human in the end.
And that's completely spot on. You're now an inspiration to a lot of other kids, I'm sure, who've seen that you went through something so horrible, but something so amazing came out of it. You've had invitations from NASA and Google and Facebook. Even President Obama has invited you to the White House. So the end result has been pretty amazing.
Yes, thank you, Obama. Thank you, Mark Zuckerberg, all my fans, all my internet families, my fam, and assalamu alaikum to all my people in the Arab world and anywhere around the world.
Do you think what you went through and the positive reaction and all the support you've had from people across the country, across the world, do you think that'll stop this from happening, hopefully, in other schools, to other kids?
I pray.
And when you go to see President Obama at the White House, because he's invited you to come see him with your clock, what will you say to him?
I will thank him for having me at the White House and thank him for being such a huge supporter. He's a really great president.
And is there anything he could do you think, to stop this from happening to other kids in your position?
Yes. Don't be afraid to show who you are. And if someone says you're different, be happy, because for some reason, if someone says you're different, that means you're all the same. This isn't my first invention, and it won't be my last invention. Just because one person did something to me doesn't mean they can change who I am. And don't let them change you.
How is it that at the age of 14 you seem to be so wise beyond your years?
Well, I get most of my wisdom from my fans.
From your fans?
Yes.
Okay, that's awesome. My 8-year-old daughter, I've got a daughter, she's in school in America, she's 8 years old, and she loves inventing things. What's your advice to her so she can be more like you?
Stay on it and don't let people change who you are. And like I said before, if there's a consequence for it and you love doing something, don't let that consequence stop you, because sometimes the rules can be bad.
When you say the rules are bad, you shouldn't follow, some rules are bad, what rules do you think were bad in your case this week that you experienced?
I was charged for a hoax bomb.
Well, they haven't charged you now, have they? They've let everything go, the police.
Yes, they dropped all their charges, but they still have my property.
How are you going to get your property back? You want it back, I assume, your clock?
I want my clock and invention back.
Really? What are you going to do with the clock? Are you going to give it to Obama or sell it? Or?
I'm going to show all my fans how it works. I'm going to make a video on Twitter and Facebook and Instagram. And I'm going to show Obama, Mark Zuckerberg, all the people who invited me over.
And what are you going to build next, Ahmed, after your clock?
I'm hoping to build a bigger clock.
Oh, wow. Okay. A bigger clock. In anything more? Any more details that you can share?
Yeah, yes, it's going to be a clock signed by me, and it will have some temperature, and it's going to be a atomic clock where it tells time exactly.
Wow. You've been invited by MIT to come visit. Is that where you hope to end up?
Yes.
And what was the first thing you ever built?
First thing I ever built was a battery pack that charges my phone.
Wow, you built one of them yourself?
Yes. The first thing I ever built was a bike, but the first thing I ever invented was a battery pack.
You started off the interview telling me that what happened to you because you're Muslim and because of your name and your background. Do you think, because of what's happened to you this week and because of all the positive reactions, that you've now changed the way many Americans look at Muslims?
Yes, I pray.
You pray? But do you think it actually might happen? Do you think we'll now see more positive imagery of Muslims, more positive views of Muslims in America?
Yes.
Okay. And you're 14 years old.
I hope so.
You're 14 years old. I have to ask you this. Batman or Superman?
Batman.
Good answer. Ahmed, thank you very much for joining me on UpFront. You're an inspiration to many people, including me and my daughters.
Thank you.